Using the link that we'll provide you, you'll be directed to this first page of Trust and Will. You'll be prompted to create your account using your email, creating a password, and agreeing to Trust and Will's terms of service and privacy policy. Then you'll select Create My Trust. After that, you'll be directed to this first category of creating your Trust and Will. And this category is called the Basic Information. You'll insert information like your name, your date of birth, your relationship status, your spouse's information. If you have children, you can provide their name, date of birth, and add as many children as you have. And the state that you live in. After you fill out the basic information category, you'll be guided to this page. Although Michael and I are not estate planning attorneys, Trust and Will has a wonderful team of legal experts who can help guide you through this. And although Michael and I are here to assist you with anything that you might run into, if there are more complex or intricate questions that we aren't equipped to answer, you will have unlimited attorney support for a year. And I just want to make an important note that on this page, it'll show that adding the 1 year of attorney support, it'll be an additional $300. And you don't have to worry about that. That is included in the $750 fee to create this Trust and Will plan. Trust and Will does have a bug, and they understand that it still shows this, but once you get to the payment section, it'll completely bypass it. But in order to access the attorney support, you do need to select this. So we'll just click Add Attorney. After you've selected the added attorney support and filled in your phone number, you'll be guided to the next steps of creating your Trust and Will. It shows that you'll purchase your plan, you'll complete the rest of your plan one question at a time. And a great thing about this platform is that if you aren't able to finalize all of your information at once, or there are a few more things that you want to reconsider or discuss maybe with your spouse a little bit more, you can re-enter your plan whenever you want. It automatically saves all of your information, so whenever you want to hop back into it and complete it, you can. And if there's information that you want to adjust that you had inserted previously, you're welcome to do that as well. And Trust and Will allow you to download your documents, so then you can get them signed and notarized, or they will ship the documents to you for free. And then you can go ahead and sign and notarize your documents, and we'll talk a little bit more about that once we get to the funding your trust. You'll click Review Cart, and it'll just bypass the whole payment. So that's what that looks like. And then we'll continue to the estate plan. Next, you'll be given the opportunity to grant us access to your estate planning documents. This is a view-only access, but it allows us to get the overall picture of your financial situation and ultimately will help us better serve you as clients. So you can just select Share Estate Plan, and then you'll be prompted to provide the approximate value of your assets and liabilities. We'll just put a random number here for now. We'll click Save and Continue. Once you're there, you'll see all the other sections that are there for you to fill out. So we'll have the Guardian section, Trustees, Assets, Distributions, Arrangements, and Healthcare. And simply all you have to do is select Next. Oh, okay. Normally this would list if you want to nominate guardians for your children, but since at the beginning I stated that I didn't have children, that's why it's not prompting it. But you know what? I actually do have children for this example. So we are going to go back. I'm going to show you how to edit. At any time you can go back and edit what you had previously put. So you're going to just select My Account, and you go to Profile and Settings. And you're going to click on the left-hand side where it says Summary. Then, where it says Children, I can click right in here, or I can click here, and it'll take me through the whole list of basics. So I'm just going to click right here because this is the part that I want to update. But as you're here, you can click back and update things in here as well. Do you have children for this example? Yes, I do. We have Jane Doe, John Smith. And you'll just have to click past all of these other ones that you've already been prompted to fill in until you get back to the stage that we were at next. Okay, so here we are. Do you want to nominate guardians for any of your children? Yes. You can choose both of your kids, you can choose one of them, or none of them. And you can also choose to nominate the same guardians for both your children. You can choose who you want to look after. You can list a primary guardian and a backup guardian, and as many other backups as you'd like. And the same thing for pets. So you can nominate guardians for your pets, and you can appoint the same guardians for your pets that your children have. And then it'll show you a summary page of everything you just entered in regards to the guardianship. So for my kids, I have Reagan and Holly listed as my guardians for the primary and backup. And for my pets, I also have the primary and backup listed. Looks good. Okay, this section is titled Trustees. We'll be asked if we have an existing trust. If so, we can either create a new one or update an existing one. But in this scenario, we'll just say no. Then on the next page, we'll be able to select the name for our trust. Trust and will generate a few recommendations, but if you want to name your trust and have a specific idea on what you'd like to name it, you can select Other. Then you can type it in here what you'd like your name to be. Then you have the opportunity to nominate successor trustees. So as of now, I'm the primary trustee of this trust. And in the event something were to happen to me, I can nominate a successor trustee. And this person will help handle the distributions and take care of my wishes after I have passed. Then we can also nominate a backup for my successor trustee in the event that my successor trustee is unavailable. Then I can list a second backup for my successor trustee, but in this case, I'm just going to say no. And here's a review. I have my trust name. I'm listed as the primary trustee. I have my successor trustee and my backup successor trustee. Okay, everything looks good. On to the next section. Now we have made it to the assets portion of creating your trust and will. All you have to do is select Add Asset. You'll see a drop-down of all of the asset types that you could potentially list. Whether you have real estate, financial accounts, life insurance, business interests, or other things, you should list them all here. For example, if I had a financial account at Charles Schwab, I'd list the name, the approximate value, the account type, my beneficiary designation, and it's owned by me. Let's say I want to add another thing. I want to add my checking account. I'll list the financial institution's name, the approximate value, the account type, beneficiary designation, and it's owned by me. You'll also do this for your primary residence. You'll list your address, the approximate value, and who it's owned by, and you'll select Add. You'll want to make sure you add all of the assets that you own here. And once you've done that, you can click Save and Continue. And that is all that's required of you for your assets portion. All you have to do is list where the assets are held, the account type, and the approximate value. You aren't required to have account numbers or routing information. All you have to do is general information about your accounts, which makes it very convenient for you. And now at this point, you have completed 4 sections of your trust and will. We've gone through the basics and checkout, the guardianship, trustees, assets, and now we are on our way to the distribution section. Before we head into the distributions portion, I just want to remind you that at any point, if you want to go back to a previous section and review what you had inserted, or if you want to update any of the information that you provided, you can go to the top right-hand corner where it says My Account, and you'll select Profile and Settings. Once you're there, you'll select on the left-hand side where it says Summary. On that page, you'll be able to review all of the information that you've put into the plan this far. You can either select Edit on the right-hand side, and it'll take you to the beginning of the workflow, guiding you through each individual step, or you can click on each individual step if that's just the one that you want to update. So for this example, let's update my children again. It'll take me right back to this step, and I can say yes or no and update it accordingly. Let's head into the distributions portion. First, you'll be asked if you'd like to make a planned gift to charity. In this case, let's say yes. Here you'll list the charity's name and the percent of the estate that you'd like to donate to them, or you can select a dollar amount, whichever you'd prefer. You can also list as many charitable donations as you'd like on this page. Then you'll be asked if you'd like to share these details about your planned gift with the charities you named. All of the information that would be provided would be the details of your gift along with your name and email. No other personal information will be shared. Then you'll be asked about the distribution of your assets to your children. You can set conditions to these distributions, whether that be at a minimum age or at specific ages that you'd like them to receive it. At this point, let's just say they'll receive it at 25. And would you like to designate a backup beneficiary? In the case that my primary beneficiaries are unavailable, let's say yes. Here I can list my 2 beneficiaries and the percent I would like allocated to them, as well as conditions if I have them. Here I can add other backup beneficiaries if needed. Next, I'm asked if I'd like to exclude anyone from the distribution of my estate. In this case, I'm going to say no. Next, I'm being asked if I'd like to leave gifts, property, or items to specific people. Yes. In this example, I have 2 specific gifts with 2 specific recipients. Maybe you have a couple items that hold a lot of sentimental value, and you want to ensure that they will be received by the specific person that you want them to get. Here is where you would list that information. Once you've done that, you can click Save and Continue. After that, we have concluded the distributions portion. We'll receive a summary of all of the information that we just put in. And that looks good to me. So on to the next section. In the arrangements category, you'll be asked where you'd like your final resting place to be, the type of ceremony that you would like to have, as well as any special requests or instructions. This could be type of songs you want played, people you want invited, floral arrangements you'd like to have displayed, something along those lines. And then we will see our summary page of everything that we entered. At this point, you have filled in everything that you need to in order to create your trust and will. And you'll be able to see your trust documents all written out for you right here. And then if you click Next, you'll be able to see your will that's detailed out. Then, once you hit Next, you'll be taken to the final section. And this is our healthcare portion. In this last section, you'll be guided through customizing your healthcare documents. In the first couple of questions, you will be asked to nominate your healthcare agents. Now, this person is going to be someone who has access to your healthcare records and will be able to make care decisions on your behalf if you are unable to do so. So you'll be able to list a primary healthcare agent as well as a backup, and you'll even be able to do a backup to the backup. Then you'll be asked for your address so that the healthcare documents can be sent to you. And then you'll be asked for a form of contact for each of your agents. Then you'll be asked if you'd like any other people to have access to your healthcare documents. Now, it's important to note these people would not have authorization to make decisions on your behalf, but they still would be able to view your medical records. If you wanted to add people, you could just add them here. And we'll click Save and Continue. Then you'll be asked what type of care you'd like in the event that you are incapable of making decisions. If you'd like to donate your organs. And then lastly, you'll be asked if you'd like to add any instructions or special requests towards your healthcare agent. And again, here's our summary page of everything we just entered. And that is the last part of our healthcare documents.